Welcome to my kitchen. So it's Monday and it's acting like a Monday. So my day's been kind of crazy and I came home and I had a little box at the door. So that was kind of cool. Little box waiting for me at the door. So what this is an extension for a phone mount that I have. And it allows you to do overhead shots so that when I'm doing crafts or sewing or you know, those fun cooking tutorials where they show everything going in the pot and, you know, fast forward and skip and whatever, and then all of a sudden you have like a beautiful cake or souffle, or I have a mount that holds my phone really great and it's awesome. So the company is called Arkon. Arkon. So let's turn this around. Oh my gosh, how do I turn it around? What the heck? Really? Can I really not turn this around? Okay, so I didn't even realize that I can't turn my camera around when I'm in video on my iPhone 6S. So anyways, here we are. This is part of the mount, just the tippy-toppy part. Let's take a look. Don't mind the mess back there in the kitchen. We just moved. Look at that. It keeps going and going and going. So yes, this mount is tall and it allows you, let's see if I can do this with, oh, I should have a phone mount to hold my phone while I try and show people stuff. So you can turn it like that and your phone goes in there and points down toward the table and it holds it there while you mess around with stuff like this. So why don't we try it out like so? As you can see, and this doesn't always happen, but see right here, this is part of the stand and I can extend, you're gonna get some funky views here. So I can have it out here where you don't see the stand, and then I'm going to adjust, oh my gosh, I tightened it too tight. Adjust the height. So you can still see the stand right here, right? And of course I could tilt the camera this way a little bit more so that's out of the way, but it can be a little bit of an issue. So I bought the mount when it first came out, and I just recently found out that they are sending people who bought the old mount an extension arm for free. So now I can, let me go ahead and take this out. I just wanted you to see how I can be in the box and be like, oh, look, the extension arm, woo-hoo. And I can use both hands. It's awesome. Or I can come over here and be like, hi, I know how to type. So let's take this out of the stand so you can see. What I'm talking about here is, here's one arm, here's the second arm, and this is where my camera was. Oh wow. Whew, let's try that again. So here's one arm, second arm. This is where I had my phone mounted in. Okay, we can, this really is hard when you just have one hand. Ooh, Arkon, extreme close up. And this spreads out so your phone goes in there, okay? But because it only goes out this far, then sometimes the stand is in your shot and you don't want that. So they've sent me a third arm, so it won't just be two, there will be another one here, and then the holder will be out here so that the stand won't be in the way anymore. Isn't that cool? So I'm going to assemble that now, and then we're gonna try it out. All right, you ready? Here we go. And Arkon doesn't just make this fancy stand, they also make this stand that has flexible legs. Like, you know what they do, they bend. I can't do it with two hands. Phone holder is right here, so you can put this, let's say I wanted to attach it to my lovely shelf here, I could wrap that around and it would be attached to there. I just can't do it with one hand. So I'm gonna set my phone in this while I fix the other mount while you watch. How fun is that gonna be? All right, so I've got the third arm back on here now, and it was a little bit hard to see in the time lapse, but you can really get this thing, I'm gonna go out of frame here, really get this thing all over the place. It extends and drops down, and now, and I'll put the phone in here in just a sec and show you. Now we can extend it 3 arms length, and this stand is not going to be in your view. So I do all sorts of things. I cook, I do crafts, I turn things the wrong way to tighten them. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, right? So now you can have your phone in here, and you can be doing whatever you want to on the table, on the floor, on the counter, wherever. And now with it extended, you won't see that. So let's hook it up. All right, so here we are at the mount. I'm going to give you some close-up attention. Oh, I also wanted to show you too that I actually did hook up my phone to this mount while I was filming putting the arm back on. So I wasn't lying, you can use that. So here is where you put your phone, and you just loosen it up. This, you know, I mean, you can have it sticking straight out if you want to, but all of these loosen up. It's really hard to tighten stuff up with one hand. And I'm gonna go ahead and place the phone in there now. So this is the new third section of the arm. So here are the other 2 arms. And then it goes all the way to the table. So now I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. Oh, look, my feet. And voila. I'm going to adjust it back here a little bit. So if you get motion sickness, you might want to turn away. There we go. All right. So now you can see that if I wanted to show you how to do something, like let's do a review on Westminster Bakers Company oyster crackers, what every restaurant serves you with your clam chowder, and I always put in my purse in case I get stranded on the side of the road for later. You can be doing anything you want to under here. Of course, better lighting would be optimal. I'm in my kitchen. This is just my overhead kitchen lights, but I could be knitting. I could be, you know, putting together a craft project. I could be stirring the pot. You know, whatever I wanted to do. So this is just a really awesome mount, and that's really all I have to say about it, is that it's a really awesome mount. It is Arkon, A-R-K-O-N. You can find their website. They're on all social medias. They have all sorts of different stands. I have 3 suction cup desk mount at my desk. I have the one that's hooked up to, currently hooked up to my kitchen shelf right now, and I have the overhead arm and stand. They really just have every mount you would ever need, and they're really good quality. They're sturdy. They're a great company. They stand behind their product. Like I said, I had this mount and it only had the 2 arms from when I bought it more than a year ago, and I just happened to see somebody on a live stream on Facebook saying that they would send you a 3rd arm to extend it further out, and I just sent them an email, and like less than a week I had the extra part, and now I'm ready to go. Now it's in the mount, and I have my hands free, so if I wanted to do a magic trick, which I don't know how to do, but I could if I wanted to. All right, guys, good to see you. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope you enjoyed this semi-sorta kind of a little bit review about the Arkon overhead mount.